Yo, 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 welcome back to Neighborhood Politics. I'm Mrs. Neighborhood Politics.
And I'm Mr. Neighborhood Politics.
And you know we already back with another episode. And I'm super excited.
I'm excited as well.
Because it's somebody from my city.
Yeah, for sure.
You know.
Shout out to the Natty.
Now it's shout out to the Natty. Look, it's already shout out to the Natty. So you going to introduce him or you want to introduce yourself?
We're going to let him do his introduction.
Okay, so you just tell us. Okay, so tell us your name. We already know where you're from. Tell us what you do. Just tell us what you want us to know about you.
My name is Duwonne Biggers, from Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm an artist, painter. I do graphic design and stuff as well, but right now, majorly I specialize in like portrait paintings and stuff like that. I've been painting all my life. Well, I've been doing art all my life. I just started painting like 3 years ago. Yeah, and it's been a journey so far. It's grew to what it is now, and now it's a booming business.
So what sparked your desire to be a designer, and painting,
And painting, it kind of just came about as far as like my little brother, he reached out to me one day and he wanted a portrait painting done for his birthday. So I was like, I'll take on the challenge because I hadn't done a large scale piece or anything like that up until that point. So I just started drawing it out and stuff like that. And the reaction that I got from people, it kind of, people start placing orders and stuff like that. So
like, whoa.
It was a snowball effect from there. So I started tweaking on things on my end from there, just being more professional. And what they say, like, if you take it serious, people take you serious. So that's kind of where it kind of led me into just it being like a hobby. Then it turned into a passion. And now I love everything about it.
Okay. So it literally started from just your brother asking you to draw something.
Yes, indeed.
And you always knew you knew how to draw.
Oh yeah. I always drew, but like pencil and paper and stuff like that. And then it went into markers and paint and stuff like that. And then my wife was kind of pushing me a little bit more into like using like canvas and paint, so the aesthetic of my pictures were a little better and stuff like that. So the quality got better and the production got better over time. And yeah.
So you said it's 3 years in.
Yeah, it's only 3 years so far.
That's dope. And your work is off the chain for 3 years.
I appreciate that.
That's dope.
I'm 3 years. I'm interested in seeing what it's gonna look like, 10 years from now, 5 years from now. Because from what you doing, you would never be able to tell.
I appreciate that. I'm looking forward to see where the journey leads to as well, because I feel like I'm always pushing myself or just looking to see what's next and trying to challenge myself. So.
For sure. Well, I got something for you. So, because we talked about journey a little bit, you had touched on it. So, as you embarked on your journey, let's talk about the obstacles and struggles that you had to go through. Due to these struggles, what did you learn most about yourself during them times?
Patience is key. Believe in yourself. You got to believe in yourself more than anybody, because it's gonna be rough times and stuff like that. Push through any obstacles that come your way and pray, because the power of prayer is deep, man. It'll get you through a lot of different stuff. So that's been big with me. Just praying and having faith in myself is a big part of that.
Yeah, man. I mean, I can, attest to that as an athlete myself. I had played college ball, played basketball all my life. So we go through so many different obstacles when it's something that you're so passionate about. But I was say the same as you. I remember it would be times, man, to where I was down bad, and I was like, man, the only thing I had in college was a prayer, because it had came a point in time to where I had stopped really enjoying basketball. Once it became just solely like a business, I had stopped. The love for it had kind of started to fade away, and I used to just sit and pray, like, man, where's this going to take me? How can I get back that desire, that drive to continue doing it? So I love how you ended on that as far as that prayer, especially with you being, a black man, because, that's something that we often don't hear about, the power of prayer.
It'll get you through it, man. If you can't do it, then you got to give it to him, and he'll get you through it, because if it's dark and you can't see your way through the tunnel, you got to pray to God and he'll guide you through it. So.
That's dope. I heard you say something about patience, like when you said that, how? Did you say that was like one of the struggles or something that you learned throughout your struggle, just having patience?
Yes, because my problem a lot has been like waiting on relying on my timeline and not his. So that's been a big part of my problem, and trying to just want things to happen my way, but it's not, everything can't happen my way or on my timeline. Sometimes you just gotta handle things outside of yourself and believe that he knows what's best, because it's been opportunities that I've wanted to come my way, or from art and stuff like that, and things I've wanted to accomplish, but he's like, nah, sit tight, I got something better for you. And things I missed out on, and I'm like, all right, God, what's going on? I know I'm dope, I know I feel like I should have been there at this or at that, and he's like, nah, just relax, I got something up my sleeve for you. So
because you never know what he's like protecting you from. That's the crazy part about
that
it.
too.
Like
Protect you and preparing you.
And preparing.
Right.
So protecting and preparing you. And I always say, and I'm learning this, like his ways is literally not our ways. His thoughts is literally not our thoughts. So what we think, we want, or what, and it's like, I'm so far from that. Like literally, I'm so far from that. Cause it's like, you don't know what he's protecting you from, how he preparing you. Because we have our own desires all the time, and it's not what he always wants for us. But
man, he's shown me that, because at first it was like an art event that I missed out on before, and I'm like I said before, like why I missed out on this, or I didn't get to participate. But then I get a call from Martin Lawrence's social media manager, and he reached out to me and it invited me to the Martin reunion 30th anniversary in LA to showcase some paintings. And I'm like, I would have never in a million years thought that I would be invited to something like that extravagant or of that magnitude. So for that to happen, it reassures you that he there and he paying attention. So
yeah,
and I know you was happy.
Man,
I would have been like, "Is this fake?" I would have emailed back like, "Stop playing with me."
I had to check his page. I was watching. I looked on my story and I saw he was watching my story. I usually send out like press releases, or like just trying to like reach out to people and stuff like that. But I looked on my story and he was already watching. I was about to DM him, because I ain't see that he DM me at first. I was about to DM him and saw that he DM me, and I was like, man, that's a blessing. Man.
Right there.
So did you create a piece that caught his eye?
Yeah, I made a little Martin Lawrence piece. It was like no bigger than like the cover of like a notebook or something like that. Wow. Just a small painting, and
wow,
it was okay. It was like just something to get out, because I wanted to do a Martin Lawrence piece. But he saw that. I'm like, okay. He like, you can make some paintings and you can come to the event. You can fly out and represent your pieces at the event. So I had to really show what I can do once it was time to go to that event.
Yeah, so I got turned up. It's over now. You invited me? Oh yeah, we in here.
That's
dope. Like you just said, something small that he just saw.
And that was a blessing, because at that time I was iffy about even making a little piece. So if I hadn't made that at that time, that's why I said God work in mysterious ways, because he put things in the right place for people to see the right things. So he put that in my head to make it right then.
I think it's cool, like you said, that reassurance, because you said you missed out on an event prior, and then you was probably at a moment to where it was like, man, what's next? Right. And then you get hit with this DM. He slid in them DMs, and from there, it's been up. So it's that reassurance be everything, because we always have conversations as far as faith and staying grounded and so forth, man. And it's ironic how you can feel like, man, how am I gonna get through this? And then boom, he shows you, and it's always on time. It might not be our timing like we say, but it's always on time.
Right.
I was gonna say, what makes you like iffy about doing the piece? Like, because you would think, because like when you draw, or you designing and you doing what you do, you in your zone, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right.
When I'm doing the piece, I lock in. It's like I don't even pay attention to how good it look or nothing, because I'm doing the job right then. Like I'm not worried about the aesthetic of it or nothing like that. I'm just focusing on the things I've taught myself throughout the process and grind mode. So it's like that's all I'm worried about. Then sometimes when I step away, come back to it, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like I surprise myself sometimes. So
that's what's up. So what makes you iffy about something, like if you, like how you said at first you was kind of iffy of like, should I make this or not? What makes you iffy?
There's so many pieces to make. Like I could paint literally anything. So it's like it's a wide variety selection between like what content to put on the canvas. It's a blank white canvas. So it's so much different stuff that I think about painting, because people only see what I make and what I put out, but they don't see everything that's in my head or everything that I have in my projects I work on in my phone before it even make it to the canvas. So
that's a gift, man.
So let me ask you this. Like I said, as an athlete, I could hit up Coach Ya, and I can be like, take me to the gym and we can get up 500 shots, and she can be my trainer and take me through drills and so forth.
Right.
I can get better that way. For you to be 3 years in, who is somebody that inspired you or that you looked up to or that you can learn from and can help tweak your skill to continue getting you better?
I ain't gonna lie. Right now, I wish I knew, because I never had like a artist to look up to that inspired me to be where I am now. It's always just been me versus me. So I want that. If I do see that, then I will enjoy that when I come across that, like a mentor or somebody to look up to in the art game. But right now, it's just being better than myself.
For sure.
That's dope. So you learned on your own. Like, how did you? Did you go to an art institute or anything, or you just literally like self-taught?
I went to college for like, I've been drawing my whole life, pencil and paper, just drawing what I see and stuff like that. So that's where my home skills have came from and stuff like that. But as far as like what I do now, and I went to college for graphic design and stuff like that. But I kind of took pieces from college with like branding and stuff like that, with like logos and learning how to handle clients and learning how to design logos and different stuff like that. I took that aspect of business and combined it with what I already knew about just art and stuff like that and collabed them together, and then that kind of turned into what I do now.
Okay.
So basically it's mostly self-taught, just putting together what I already knew.
That's hard. I like that. I like that.
Appreciate it.
Another one, I mean, so we kind of didn't touch on this as far as a moment that you have been discouraged, and you kind of alluded to you as far as prayer and so forth. What's something else that keeps you motivated in times, or have kept you motivated in times to where it was like, man, I don't know what's next?
Man, family, my wife, my kids, they always keep me motivated. If I'm slacking off, sometimes they be like, yo, Pops, you need to get back to it. Or she be like, yo, babe, you're relaxing, you need to go get back to work and stuff like that. And I love that, because she allowed me to be myself and do what I love to do, and that's a blessing. So my family be keeping me on track a lot of the time, and I'm my biggest critic, so I be beating myself up when I'm not working on projects and stuff like that. So that family, myself, that keep me motivated. And if it's like client orders and stuff like that, I got to get them out, and I got to take care of business, because I got a responsibility now. Like, so
that accountability piece is heavy. You know, it's dope when you got somebody that help keep you grounded and keep you pushing.
Definitely.
You know, I done went up a few sizes in shirt sizes and so forth, man, since having this baby. So I've been asking for a little bit of, push to get me back in the gym after accruing a few injuries. But you know, she been doing a good job at telling me to do my push-ups and whatnot.
Nah, it's good, man. You gotta have. It's good to have a wife to keep you grounded. It's good to have somebody to keep you grounded and just remind you of just like, stuff to do, and that's structure. So
And like you said, just allowing you to be yourself. Like, that's big. That's a big deal. Being creative. Like, I'm like paying attention to you, and I'm just like seeing how your brain, your mind, your brain, I don't even know you, and I know your brain go a mile a minute.
Yes, it does.
Like, I can tell you just so creative that it's probably like one of those things that you like. Is it a struggle as well?
It is. It's hard to turn it off sometimes.
Yes, I could tell.
It's times I'm on dates with my wife, and I'm find myself talking about art and stuff like that. So I'm like, she like, if you talk about like, you need to chill. Like, and so usually she let me. So I love that, because she know that's me. Art is me. So it's my passion. So it just sometimes it just come out. But
I think it's dope because you see different.
Yeah,
and that's a gift from God.
A completely different lens.
I appreciate that. It's normal for me, so sometimes I don't be seeing it as like a gift, or like I don't see it. I see it as like it's normal for me, so I don't be saying it's no different. But she be telling me sometimes like, you are this, or you are great, you are here. But I be sometimes just looking at like, I'm still trying to get to what I see as here. So
what do you see as here? That's a good question. I know you got to think
about it. That's a great question.
Because it's like, you don't want to run yourself ragged trying to get to a point, but what is the point? What's the point that you're trying to get to? Because at the end of the day, I'm telling you, I can look at you and tell that you just super creative. I don't know. Like, I just have that gift with God. I can just, so I know your mind is like it's like a calculation type of thing. You put things together, your mind is always going, but it's like, what is the ending goal, or the high point for you that you would feel okay with if it was, if you could say so?
I feel like it's I kind of struggle with this myself. I kind of feel like it's no end goal
Okay.
as an artist. Because I feel like I could do this till I'm old and gray.
Yeah.
I ultimately want, like, of course, financial stability, long term peace of mind and stuff like that. But as far as like creating or like a goal, there's no end point or no finish line. Like Nipsey says, a marathon and stuff like that. So it's always evolving into something new. Like I used to do black and white, and now I do like full color. I'm always challenging myself to take it to another level. And right now I do canvases. One day it might be murals or something like that. So it's no ceiling.
Okay.
That's what's up.
There's no ceiling. I like that.
And you, being a husband, you said going to dates and having these conversations with wifey. Did she have a artistic mind before dating you, or since dating you has it been like now she's tapped into the artistic side of things?
I feel like she's been had the artistic side of herself as well, because she's a baker, she's a chef, so she's artistic in that aspect. And even times when I'm working on my piece, she step in like, "Oh, your color's off," or "You need to tweak this because this ain't where it need to be," or whatever. So
That's dope.
Yeah, that's hard.
I got a partner.
Yeah, I asked that because you know, here lately she been tapped in on basketball heavy, you know, and I'm a basketball.
And you love hoops, so that's
So
man,
it's and you know, I mean, honestly, I would say our first 7 years or so, you know, she ain't really watched too. I mean, outside of me when I played physical, she ain't really tap in with the games. Now it's like she calling me when
right.
Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark and them is playing, or even the playoffs. So now it's like it's been pretty cool to be able to sit down. And now she's telling me, and our coach too. So she's like, "You gonna listen to me when I tell you they not focused right now like they supposed to be." But women see things differently than we do. Like they see the small details, and especially with you being an artist, like they see the small details that sometimes we may overlook.
Yes, and I'm very detail oriented, but even me, I miss stuff and stuff. So my wife, she'll offer a different perspective, or maybe you should do this, or maybe you should do that. And
But I think that's the power of exchange, though.
Yeah,
yes,
for sure.
You know, just what we can bring to the table for y'all to help y'all to tap into y'all creativity. You know what I'm saying? So y'all don't think that, or like how you trying to say with the basketball thing, I've always liked basketball. I told you I like basketball over football. It's just that you was kind of a little excessive with it. Now that we a little settled in, you know, I can tell him what I see. And then this is the crazy part. That's why y'all got to listen to y'all wives, because I don't know if you do this. We say something and y'all like disregard it at first, but then somebody will follow up and then you'll be like, "Oh, my wife just said that." Or then they'll be like, "Yeah, my wife just said it." It's like, "I been said that." Or, you know, you act like we ain't say it. Then when you hear it, it's like something new that you've never heard before. You know what I'm saying?
I'm guilty of that a couple times. Like people will compliment my work or something. She'd be like, "I already said that." I'm like, "Yeah, no, you're right." It's refreshing sometimes to hear from different people and stuff like that. But it always means the world when it's coming from somebody you love. So
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, cause
I like that, man. You know, for sure. You been, like I said, you've been doing an amazing job. We going to a game tomorrow, man. So we excited. Like she's been more excited to go to these games than I have been. So it's pretty dope to be kind of doing this together as far as things that I have a true passion about.
when she care about it, you gonna care about it. Same way, vice versa. So when you care about somebody, you gonna love what they love. So
yeah. That's what's up. You said she's creative just like you. That's
yes,
dope.
indeed, man.
That
Yes,
is
indeed.
dope.
I love it because our house, she be cooking up meals or dinners and stuff. I be in there cooking up art, house looking like an art gallery and stuff like that.
That's
so
what's up, though.
I love it, man. We
It
bunch of
works,
creatives.
though. You know what I'm saying? It works. It's not often that you find somebody that you can coexist and y'all both have a creative side. You know, sometimes it'll be like one or the other, or, you know, and this is like the fact that y'all both being able to do what y'all love and like create as y'all go. That's dope. I think that's super dope. I don't know why.
You gotta have a creative outlet, physical outlets, all that, but you gotta know yourself, know your partner, know when it's time to have family time and stuff like that, know when you need your moments away and stuff like that. Like it's a time for everything, and we love having family time, movie nights and vibing and stuff like that. So it's a beautiful thing in our household.
That's
so
what's
far.
up. This is a little I guess not necessarily off topic. It still kind of goes to what our discussion. But you mentioned Nip. And I know you are a huge. I just tatted on you. I don't know if the camera can catch that right there. I was about to go. A huge Kobe fan.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What's that? And to hear the dedication that we're speaking on and that drive. What's somebody like Nip mean to you or Kobe?
I can't even speak about Kobe. I'll be here all night, man. What it means to me is it's a reminder of just like pushing through obstacles and doing whatever is necessary to accomplish a goal. Because it's a lot of distractions along the way. It's a lot of even self-doubt and stuff like that come into play sometimes. So it's always good to just lock in and find any way to focus on achieving whatever needs to be achieved. So like Kobe say, Mamba mentality, making the adjustments or always striving to get better, working a day at a time, laying brick by brick to build a wall, stuff like that. I love longevity and trying to build towards being something, and just that it inspires me to just see from where I came from too, and to see where I'm at now. And then it, like you said earlier, it intrigues me about where I'll be in 10 years and stuff like that. So it's always, it's the process that I fall in love with, not the end goal, but just being in the process.
So that's that caught my attention when you said Nip, because often Nip was somebody that was I really I looked at and I really tried to model some things after. I really appreciated the work that he put in and what he stood for.
Right.
And it's not often that I hear somebody else mention Nip, you know what I'm saying? So that really caught my attention. And then our conversation of hearing the journey that you've been on and how dedicated you are to that marathon, and then knowing how how you perceived Kobe and what he meant to you as well. Man, I see that dog in you, know. I see that dog in you for sure.
I appreciate that.
I had two questions. So one of them was about Kobe, but the other one was about just like, how do you turn off? Like, how do you digress? Like, how do you relax? Like, how do you,
Family, my kids, my wife. Sometimes I step away from my art. We watch movies or
Okay, that's what you were talking about, the family time.
Yeah,
and stuff
family
like
time
that.
sometimes get me away from just worrying about like client orders, or if I'm struggling with a piece or something like that, or if I'm just hitting an artist block or something like that. My family my family definitely like reboots me in that. Or even just like sometimes I step outside, hoop in the backyard, or just take some time to myself just to breathe and just be in the moment in silence and stuff like that, just to recharge my battery. So,
And then like with Kobe, I've heard somebody talk about like how hard Kobe worked, and I ain't gonna say nothing that y'all gonna have to take me out the game for, but it is a question, okay? They was talking about like how he worked so hard, even to his ending point,
Right.
and how like he didn't really get to enjoy
family time
and enjoy life because he was so busy trying to have that Mamba mentality and just work and drive. So I guess my question for y'all is like, how could he have found the balance, or what does balance look like with having that type of mentality? Because to me, it's like you can't have the Mamba mentality in family time, because it seemed like he was always on go, and he always was, making the adjustments, or, focusing on how he can get better in basketball, to where it was like, well, where do balance come in that? Because it seemed like he didn't have any, even when he was doing what he was doing, he was taking his daughters, somewhere, to kind of like handle business, like after school, pick her from school or whatever he was doing. But it was like just that mentality just seems like it was the same thing that kind of caused like destruction.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say that, but I would just say you learn from it. If that's somebody that you look up to, I can speak for myself. If I know, as far as we talk about the Mamba mentality and what Kobe, how hard he worked, you just learn, you see what he did, and you maybe just put some tweaks or something in there. But the Mamba mentality, since we speaking on that, is definitely necessary, to be successful or to, pursue the dreams that you want to pursue. But I just think it's about finding the balance or having maybe a significant other, in which, not to say that he didn't, because of course he did, but that you're, that's able to maybe you sit down with and maybe take a break or step away from time to time.
Okay.
Definitely. I feel like with trying to strive for success or trying to be passionate about a goal, it requires a lot of selfishness at times. Whereas you can't be out partying with the guys or hanging with every family member or popping up all the time and stuff like that. It's been times where I went cold turkey on a lot of people just from trying to lock in on accomplishing my goals and stuff like that. You got to really have a tunnel vision type of sense on doing whatever it takes to get stuff knocked out. Like if I got a bunch of client orders stacked up, I can't be everywhere having fun and everything like that. I got to lock down, make sure I handle my priorities and get those orders out and stuff like that. Or sometimes even if it's not a client order, I'll be doing an order for myself. I call them exclusives, my bigger design exclusives. I'll just lock in and make sure I'm trying to get that done or reach certain goals with that. So selfishness, and it's not just the sacrifice that I'm taking to put the time in and the hours in and stuff like that. My family's sacrificing as well because they give me that time to do my art and stuff like that, and they losing time with me from what they could be doing with me during that time because I'm painting and stuff like that. I could be hooping with my son, or I could be chilling with my wife and enjoying time with her. So I love them and I applaud them for being with me along this journey as well, because it ain't just me, it's us that's putting in the sacrifice. So.
For sure. Bigger exclusive designs.
Yeah,
right?
Bigger's Designs Exclusives.
Bigger Designs Exclusives.
Yes, indeed.
Where's that come from? Where did the name come from?
Well, my last name, Biggers, and then I feel like my designs are exclusive.
Okay.
So.
It flows.
Period.
God,
exclusive.
They one on one. You ain't gonna see them nowhere else. The pictures that I make, you're not gonna find them in stores. I try to set myself apart from a lot of artists. You will see them. A lot of people make the same portraits that you will see, like a famous portrait of Ali. You will see somebody paint that, or you will see I try to set myself apart and paint something that you will find on the internet or something like that. So
yeah, bro. Just to go through your catalog and to see the work that you've done, man, it's amazing, bro.
Appreciate that, man.
It's so, dead on and to the T as far as the detail of what you're looking for and the smallest of tiniest of minute. A freckle that someone else may not have seen that you want to include on that person's face. Bro, I've never seen nothing like it.
I appreciate
and then all the catalog. It's not even just the pictures of people. You have catalog of characters from cartoons. You have a catalog of animals that you've drawn. So it's like how broad it is. And I ain't, bro, like you said, we ain't seen that. You post what you post, but I ain't seen you miss on one of the posts yet.
I appreciate that, man. That means a lot. I never wanted to put myself in a box. I ain't never want to just do, because I've seen a lot of artists do that, like just only doing celebrities or only doing animals, or I don't want to do that. I want to show people that I can do any and everything. So to do that, you got to do any and everything. Sometimes I take requests on what should I paint. Sometimes I just do some things that's my favorites and stuff like that. So, and it's ultimately about just pushing the barriers, seeing how detailed it can get, because it's always room for improvement.
Do you have a favorite piece that you've done? I know all your work. Listen, I already know, because people who crafty, they like every piece, is a masterpiece.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. I love every piece.
It means something to you. The time, the dedication, the creativity, all that you put in it.
My art is me, so it's like I put my art into every piece that I make. But I feel like the most satisfaction that I get out of certain pieces is the client pieces, because I'm making an impact on somebody's day or their life, because I'm painting a loved one or a moment that they had or a family member they might not have no more, or even if they do have them, it's a moment captured in time. So
wow.
Yeah,
I love what I do because I feel like I'm doing a service.
I'm trying to get into your mind. Like when you creating, because no, seriously, I'm just like, I ain't got that gift. So to just sit there and be able to because I think a lot of thoughts. So to be able to write out, draw out just what you see, that is a gift. I don't think, do you know this?
I just do it. I love what I do, and it's my passion, so I just do it.
Have you ever had an encounter with God doing that? Like by drawing your pieces, or felt him, or just been able to spend time with him with, doing that?
I feel like that is my time with him, because I feel like painting and drawing and stuff is therapy. So
Ooh.
I feel like that's my reconcile time to just relax, put on some headphones. Sometimes I get a little wine or something like that. That's my woosah time from long days at work or frustrating, just like if anything, life events happen all the time and stuff like that. So if I lock in, put them headphones on, it's like I'm in another world.
Yeah. Remember we watched that cartoon Soul? Have y'all seen the cartoon Soul?
Yeah, I like my wife. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you say.
Go ahead, go ahead.
My wife, we talk about it all the time. It was the moment where she said like, because I'm always like, oh, I'm trying to get here, or she like, you are there. Like it's the moment when they said like, he like, I'm trying to get to the ocean, and she's like, oh, you. She's like, you in it. He's like, this is water or something like that. And she's like, nah, basically that's what conversations that my wife and I have. And she be reminding me like, you in it. Like you are an artist. You are great. You are doing what you said you've dreamed to do. So
I think it's because we look at stuff on such a large scale that, you know, just where you at, you're not seeing where you at. Like
it's hard to see the label from the inside of the jaw.
Yes. Cause like I think about that even just with our podcast and how we are in our life, just us both being coaches and educators and things like that. And we both want to do what we're doing.
Right.
But you know, you look at this large scale and you like, oh, I want to get, but it's like you already doing everything that you said you wanted to do, you know? So we watched the movie. So we watched it one time and we was like, we watch it again. Like we watching this cartoon because it has so much meaning, right?
They was dropping some gems.
Some crazy gems. And you know, when he was playing his music, he would go into his zoning. And I don't know if you remember the part where they were walking and everybody was in their zone doing what they love. And I was like trying to figure out like, what does that mean? So it's like, as I'm sitting here with you and you talking about you doing your art, and I'm like, that's the zone. I see you in that zone. That's what came to me. One
of the biggest things I love about that movie, and I think I only seen it once, but it resonated with me so much that when he accomplished the goal that he was trying to set out to do for a while, he was like, I thought it would feel different. I've had those moments where I'm like, I'm trying to accomplish a goal, and then when I accomplish it, it's like I thought it would feel different, and then it's always just sometimes I have a split second of like celebratory feelings, or just like I'm like, all right, I'm happy about it, I'm excited and stuff like that, but then it's like it's kind of bittersweet because then it's like on to the next. Like for me, it's like I have a timer or something. Like I'm always just like, all right, I just did a good project or whatever, but now it's on to the next one. I can't worry about it or I can't reminisce on it too long or stay in that moment too long. Like sometimes I come in the house and I'm surprised by my paintings and stuff, but I'm always worried about what's next. So
man, I think you gotta slow down though.
Definitely.
Because you missing out on the most important part, which is your work and appreciating and even pouring into yourself. Because in those moments where you sit and you seeing your work and you seeing what you did, you have to live in that moment.
Right.
That's the moment that you arrived, because it's gonna be more moments. But right now, you arrived in that moment, and although you got more work to do, that's still gonna be there.
Right.
This moment though is not gonna always be there. You get what I'm saying?
Life will pass you by if you always just worry about what's next.
What's next?
That was my problem before, so I'm getting a little better at that.
A little better at it, yeah. I mean, because listen, the little moments that you do have and you joyous, like take those. That's a gift from heaven. You know, those are moments from heaven that we receive on earth. Like when they say you can access heaven on earth, that's a heaven on earth moment. So it's like if I can bask in this joy right now from my work and be pleased with what I got going on, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna do it. And I'm going to do it for however long I feel like it's necessary. Then, all right, I'm on to the next thing. You know what I'm saying? But I think about this all the time. Sometimes we measure our success on the type of jobs we have or what it is that we do. And it's a reflection of sometimes how we feel about ourselves, because sometimes we don't feel like we arrive. I struggle with this. So he'll tell you, like, he always asks me, like, why are you so hard on yourself? Why are you so hard on yourself? And it's like, because I'm like, I could do better at this, or I could be better at this, but he's helping me and teaching me to like just be appreciative and like love what I'm doing now and who I am now and what I have going on now, because sometimes I have measured success based off of what I do or what I didn't do or what I think, you know, should be, you know, and he like, no, like, you know, so I think that's a thing for you to like, you know, work on, because I could tell you dedicated, you know, I could see that full blown.
So a little to go, not necessarily off topic, but to switch it up a little bit. Living in times in our culture in which marriage as a black man seems far fetched. What has been your most joyous moments as a husband?
I would say waking up every day knowing that that person has a choice whether or not if they want to be there or not. Like I have a partner that's choosing every day to be there next to me, that's taking this journey with me, that's being what I need her to be, and I'm being what she need to be, and it's all a choice at the end of the day. So
Wow.
I say that's the biggest blessing that you could receive is time.
That's
So
good.
somebody giving their life to you and stuff like that, and you giving your life to them. So
That's dope.
That's good. And
How long y'all been married?
a year now.
Oh, congratulations.
Appreciate that.
When did y'all get married?
April last year.
Oh, congratulations.
that's what's up.
Appreciate it.
That's what's up.
That's all. As a black man, is there anybody that you can look to or lean towards when it comes to marriage and what that looks like?
On social media and like in movies and TV and stuff like that, yeah. But as far as like role models and stuff like that and relatives and stuff like that, not so much. But real life examples, not so much. But I've seen growing up what type of man that I want to be through like movies or characters, and I've always appreciated people who are like well spoken, like Nip or Steve Harvey, or I've picked pieces from people of what type of man I would want to be to kind of construct myself.
I commend you on that, bro, because I can second that. As a black man, it's not too often that we come across role models that we can necessarily look up to that's been married. It's unfortunate, but to for you to be taking this journey, and not necessarily have had the physical as far as someone to sit down with and show you how to do it, and for you to take on that step, bro, that's pretty dope because it's different in our times. Everyone ain't pushing the marriage narrative. Everybody really ain't trying to get on the boat with that, so to find a significant other and to to be the husband that you are, pushing to be, on this everyday journey of marriage, that's pretty cool, bro. Because again, it's not too many people that we can just sit up and call on and be like, hey, how do you do this, bro?
Right.
What's your suggestions on this?
Some people may lack the experience, the knowledge, and at the end of the day, it's about knowing what you want and going for what you feel in your heart is right. Because you can't rely. I've tried to rely on people for their advice and stuff like that before, but it just didn't feel like that was what was right for me.
Yeah,
so
and
you gotta make decisions that fit you and only you. And sometimes it ain't gonna be nobody to talk to about it, just you and God. So
yeah, for sure.
And I could definitely relate to like, cause he asked me on the episode when it was just me. He was like, like, who do you look up to, or who your, role models and mentors? And I honestly can say, like, I just had a lot of people around me that I didn't want to be like.
Hey, sometimes you see what not to do, so that'll make you be you. So
yeah, you like, oh no, I don't want to do that. Not that I want to be like this person, but I don't want that, So to hear you say like you picked from different people that you seen, that you like certain characters or certain, like you said, somebody that was well spoken and different things like that, because I didn't have a specific person like, oh, I want to be like you. It was like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Oh, I like this about this person. Oh, I like that about, and then finding my way as well. So that's dope. Because a lot of people, don't. A lot of people have role models, and then there's a lot of people who don't. And people who don't, it might feel like, dang, I don't got nobody to look up to, kind of discouraging, right?
Right.
But I feel like that's more of a sign of like, what you want to be, like how you want to be. You know what I'm saying? You ain't looking at everybody and everything to tell you who you are. You already know, like, okay, this is how I want to be. This is how I want to move, and I like this from this person. I want to exude that. So yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, for sure. To second that, yeah, that's absolutely dope. Again, because being 31 now, this little time of being married, is really been a blessing for me. Because I know when I was 10 years ago, I didn't plan on being married. I ain't gonna lie. Thought I was gonna be kicking it, living a lavish lifestyle somewhere. I don't know, doing something. But
so, what made you want to get married?
When I met you.
Right answer.
Yeah, when I met you.
What made you want to get married?
just knowing that I found the right one. Because it's like I've had, I mean, it ain't even about what I've had, but I just, you know, they say you know when it's the right one.
Yeah.
So I've had relationships, but I've never had a partner. So now I have a partner.
Yeah.
So
And you know, I've told her the same thing. You know, I've been in situations to where it's like, that's all it is a situation. But you know, when I met her, when I met you, you know, it was one of them things to where it's like, nah, this is different. You know what I'm saying? And then at that point in time in my life, it's like I knew if I messed this up, I might not get another opportunity, you know, because I done prayed to God and I done said, God, you know, I'm tired. You know, I didn't mix and I didn't mingle. I done had my fun. Just give me one more chance of getting just somebody good, you know what I'm saying? And just see what I can do with it. And even when she came about, you know, I knew, not to say I was going to marry her, but I knew she was a good girl. I knew she was a good woman. But I still was like holding off because now it's like, dang, I've prayed for this. I've asked for this. Now I got to really take this step. And it wasn't until she pretty much put me in a ultimatum is the word, to where it's like, all right, now what we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been faithful to you as I've been faithful to you. I don't know, but we ain't gonna get there. But yeah, I've been faithful. I've been faithful to you as on this talking stage. You know what I'm saying? I could be doing what I want to be doing. Sure, you may still be doing whatever you doing. Quit wasting my time. And that's when I was like, you know what? For sure, I respect that. I know you are supposed to be the one for me.
No,
and then from there, it's been up.
That's dope. I like to hear that. Keep talking. So I'm playing. I'm playing, but congratulations on, for real, like being married 1 year. That's dope. Literally, we going on 2. We going on 2.
Congratulations, you guys as well.
Yeah, we've been together for 8 years, so we going on 2 years married. So that's dope. Yeah. That's dope. I love when I see young Black couples. Like, it just blesses me. I don't know. It just.
As a parent what has fatherhood taught you about yourself, and how important is it being a present father, and how important is being a present father to you?
Man, it's the most important, because, like I said, time is the most important thing that you can give to a child, because they're going to remember the memories that you have with them and the time that you put in with them and the bond that you guys have together. So the number one thing that sticks out to me that I kind of check myself on is just make sure I put down that paintbrush, or sometimes you even step outside of work sometimes just to make sure that you can spend time with your kids and have those life memories that you won't be able to have all the time, because it's like, even I have my moments where oh, but I got a little caught up.
It's okay. It's all right. It's bad. It's cool. It literally get like that sometimes, literally. But so you have 2 children?
Yes.
Yeah. So
I got
you have
2 babies, and sometimes I'll be thinking about, like, when my kids be running up to me when I come into the house and stuff like that. It's like, they're not gonna do that forever, man. They gonna be grown up one day, or they gonna be teenagers and stuff like that one day, or grown. So it's like I try to live in that moment when it's there, because it's heartwarming. It's everything to me. So I'm enjoying it while it's going on right now to the fullest extent.
Bro? I'm happy to hear that, bro. Present, active Black father, bro, doing your thing. That's amazing, bro. I mean, we just had our baby. She 5 months, and I guess I can second that at this, you know, at our little stages that we at, man, because now she's tripping. Like, we walk in the crib and she's actually like smiling, get the, what they call cooing or talking. And they be like, dang, you really know who I am. You know what I'm saying? So that's been pretty, to see from 5 months ago, she just lay there and barely opened her eyes, to now 5 months to where she's on her little bouncer, jumping up and down, like following you wherever you go. I mean, like, dang, time is flying, and this is crazy. Like, this is somebody that really love you. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got your wife, but the love, I got my dog too. But you
don't, but please.
Isis love, but the love that you get from your kid is like,
it's unmatched.
It's unmatched.
Yeah, because she definitely tried to go to you yesterday. That hurt me. I'm making all the sacrifices over here.
Y'all be doing the thing when the baby be, you hold your arms out and see who the baby come to?
The first time, like, yes, we don't do that, but yesterday was the first time that she actually was like, she was sitting on my lap, and he was sitting right there, and she like linked up, and like, I was so like trying not to get in my feelings about it. I'm like, really? And like every time she see him, she like she just so excited. And it's like, wow. I mean, she excited when she see me too, but when she see him, it's like, I'm like, already? You already choosing him? Already? You only 5 months. Really? That's crazy.
It's a balance, man. They got 2 loving parents, and the baby got 2 loving parents in their life, so they gonna swap, and sometimes one gonna be the good parent, one gonna be the bad. So it's gonna be the moments.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely a swap thing because like when she's tired, when she's restless, when she ready like to lay it down, here you go. Go ahead. Cause I ain't fooling, I ain't fooling with it. I don't know if I'm not comfortable enough. If I'm just holding you however, but you go ahead because I ain't got it to do. But you come to me when you want to have some fun.
Yeah. So
that's me. I'm the fun parent. My wife fun too, but she more of a disciplinarian than I am. So I'm more of the laid back, and they can get away with some stuff. Yeah.
Talking about you can eat some cereal over there. I just said don't eat no cereal in that kitchen.
Oh man,
y'all too laid back. I don't know about that.
I mean, they gotta have fun somewhere.
So let's do something fun. Let's just lighten up the mood. This or that.
All right, you want to do that?
All right, we go to rapid fire with you.
That's cool.
Okay, you ready?
I'm as ready as I'm gonna be.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna set the timer for what? 30 seconds.
35.
35.
We gotta get a set time. I feel like we switched up every episode.
Well, that's on you. Okay.
So is it like multiple? Is it like 2 answers and I gotta pick or?
Yep.
This or that.
All right, cool.
All right.
Cool.
You ready?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Go.
Cincinnati Bengals or Cincinnati Reds?
Reds.
Okay. Favorite movie?
That's tough. I had to say, ooh, that's tough. Ooh. Paid in full.
Paid in full. I like that. Dallas or Boston?
Dallas right now.
Favorite food?
I'll go chicken wings any day.
All right. One word that describes you.
Motivated.
Okay. Biggest fear?
What's a word for like staying in the same place? Complacency.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 1 Kobe memory.
Everything. Shit. The game winner when he shot over D Wade, because I was like, that was one of the first times I saw that. It was
really?
Like, yeah, the game winner, he shot over D Wade.
Okay. Man, Richie's or Hooks?
Ooh. Mike's.
Change the whole, like, I don't, neither one.
I'll say Richie's over Hooks.
Really? You tripping.
Hey, to each his own.
You right.
Skyline or Gold Store?
Pleasant Ridge Chili. I got some other options, man.
You got to pick between those two.
I'll say Skyline.
Really?
Okay. Yeah, everybody ain't sold on Gold Store.
I ate too much Gold Store in college, man. I burnt it out.
Really?
I burnt it out.
Where did you go to college?
UC Blue Edge.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Wow. Hold on. Wait. Richie's. Okay. So like, I'm from Bond Hill, and I lived in Bond Hill. Like
Hooks right there.
And Richie's is too. I used to love Richie's because I used to get my little breasts and a little. But as far as like the better chicken, it's Hooks.
Hooks is good. I feel like it's just consistency as far as the Richie's for me. Like it ain't even just the chicken. It's everything else. It's the cornbread. It's the lemonade. It's the wedges. It's something about it.
Man, you want to know what I'm hearing?
What up?
The details.
Yes,
as
indeed.
an artist.
Yes,
it ain't
indeed.
even about the eye.
It's about the details.
The details, man. How is these? My potato wedges is inconsistent. My cornbread is good one day, then it's.
Now we gotta go back to Skyline and Gold Star because I feel you, but I don't because. Skyline over Gold Star? I mean, okay, if you didn't eat so much Gold Star in college, would you say Gold Star over Skyline?
I'd probably be more of a fan of Gold Star, but I had some bad experiences at Gold Star in college after I was burning it out. So they was giving me I don't know if they had some bad people that day or what, but it wasn't it.
So it's just like,
Yeah, it ain't even appealing to me no more.
So you go to Pleasant Ridge Chili?
Any day. All day.
So I haven't seen that.
Yeah, we haven't been there. It just because I was.
But the crazy thing is, you talking, but I don't think I've had. You ain't got me hip. You ain't got me hip to Hooks or Richie's either.
I feel like you should be. I feel like I got you some Richie's before.
Nah, I think Doden got me hooked. Talked to me about hooks, but nah, yeah, he didn't definitely talk to me about hooks because that's just like a with the
Chicken, yeah,
with the powder on the chicken and all that. Yeah, I didn't have it down there. What's another Kobe memory though for me? Just another one.
Man, it's the game-winning shots. I used to literally watch Kobe Bryant like before I used to play ball in high school and grade school, like his highlights and stuff like that. But his 5th championship, obviously, I feel like that was a big milestone because of all the injuries and stuff that he had to overcome to reach that goal, the teams that he had to carry to get to that goal. And he never said that he was carrying the team. He led with an aura of leadership, and he was being a leader. So he never like pointed the finger at anybody else. He took accountability and stuff like that. So I would say 5th championship, game winning shot over D Wade. It was sad to the news that happened when he passed and stuff like that.
You cried?
I ain't gonna lie, I did.
Yeah.
I folded. I folded, man.
Nah, for sure.
I got the tattoo and all that stuff because it's like Kobe was a big part of my life, like since I was a youngin. Yeah, I ain't never idolized nobody or had like a example that I looked up to for that long period of a time. So he was definitely that for me.
Yeah, for sure. That was crazy when when that happened. I don't even want to really talk about it too much because it's still sad. But yeah, it's like she moved up here that day. It was
a gloomy
like
day.
I wasn't even concerned or worried about her. Like I ain't gonna lie.
You know, this is crazy.
Here's the address. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
my God. And I was in Cincinnati too.
For real.
It was crazy.
Bad.
I was
like,
in Cincinnati and we were at one of my close friends' birthday parties and it was like flashed up on the thing.
it was bad.
And I'm like, Kobe just died. And then I like called him. He all sat on the phone like, I'm sorry. Like
It's sad, man, especially as like a father losing your child and when you think about it from the wife perspective, you losing your significant
and your
other and your
daughter?
kid. It's like I wouldn't imagine.
we could stop this conversation right now.
Yeah, it's like that's too deep.
That's too
so.
much.
It was
That's
supposed to be
too much.
But hold on. Hold on.
Ghetto.
Yeah, that was low key ghetto. We might. But bruh, this is something that we've did. Giving people their flowers, bro. So I really want to share those with you, bro. Because just to sit here, we've never met in person. For you to come down here, for us to sit here and have this conversation, honestly, it's like we've known each other, bro.
I appreciate that. I feel like I've known you guys from even just watching y'all stuff. So being able to meet you guys and put had a face to the name, but I've been like admiring you guys' craft and the way you guys operate off each other in your interviews and stuff like that. And you guys seem like real cool, genuine people and great parents and stuff like that. So it's a blessing to meet you guys as well.
Bro. Appreciate that, man. That mean a lot. Yeah, you deserving them, bro. The hard work that you put in, you being the family man, the husband, the father, bro, really just wanted to give you your flowers and let you know to continue doing what you're doing and that you are very inspirational and to keep on inspiring people, bro. And I also wanted to share this with you being a guest coming from, Cincinnati or whatnot, bro. Just wanted to, look out for you, bro.
Nah, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you guys for real.
Yeah, for sure. I know
these are beautiful gifts.
So I guess this is the moment. I know you brought us something as well,
Yes,
coming down here. So we go ahead and
Y'all are off the chain. No, why y'all like what?
Camera, you can open this up. Camera, I mean,
it was very appropriate.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you open that. Go
Me
ahead.
or her?
Her.
Why?
I mean, or I can open it.
Go ahead.
Should we open it this way or let the camera, or we'll let the camera see it first and then you see it, or let's see
okay,
it,
let the camera see it.
I haven't seen it either.
Okay.
Open it like a reveal.
Yeah. So they get to see your work.
We get to see it.
I'm still trying to, y'all, what y'all got going on?
Nothing.
Okay. Let me see. Hold on. Is this Yara? Cute. Okay. Hold on,
The camera
okay.
that seen it first.
The camera seen it first. Okay. Let's see.
Wow.
Oh my God. I'm
dope.
about to cry.
That's good.
Oh my God. This is so beautiful. Oh my
That's
God.
good. That's real nice. I love it.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's
This is beautiful. Oh my God.
man, bro. You want to know what's crazy is when I was talking to you and I had we was talking about
I'm
the
so
pictures.
sorry.
I think I had sent you the pictures and then I still wasn't trying to tell her. So I asked her like, "What's send me a good picture?" Because she got all the pictures.
Right.
And like the first one she said was this one. So that's how I knew it was meant. That's
Super
how I
dope.
knew
You
it was
guys got a
meant.
beautiful child, man.
Are you serious?
That's dope, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You did your thing with that one.
I'm glad you guys like it.
You did your thing with
This
that one.
looks. Oh my God. Oh my God. You try to.
For sure.
You did your thing with that one. That's dead on too. We gonna have to put up the picture. Can I? Let me see. I ain't gonna even try to find it. It's gonna take too long. But
I'm sorry.
you did your thing with
Leave me
that
out of
one.
the interview now. Are you serious? This is beautiful. This looks. I'm sorry. Okay, hold on. My lashes gonna come off. My nose already stopped up. This is just too much.
That's amazing, bro. I appreciate it.
No problem.
I really do, bro. That this mean a lot.
Oh my God.
I've been wanting to see it. I've been excited. I've been looking forward to it. And then like today when you asked me that I want to see it, I'm like, nah, I just want to wait, man. I want to wait. And just to see oh wow, just to see the details of it,
I'm
bro.
sorry.
That's you did your thing, bro.
Appreciate
And I
it, man. Appreciate it.
I'm so sorry. This is beautiful.
Even to go in the details that we've been talking about as far as your artwork, this was a picture that we sent you,
I'm sorry.
on her first Easter, and I'm like, man, what would be a good picture? I was scrolling, and to send you this, and then to see the details in this picture, man. If y'all haven't seen our baby, her name is Yard. Here's an image of her. This is exactly what she looked like, from eyes, from every small detail. It is crazy. So, this is an image of his work right here, and he did an amazing job, bro.
I'm sorry. I don't even got nothing to say. Y'all probably should have waited until the end of the interview to do this.
Nah, we gotta do that now.
I'm blown away.
I'm glad I was able to put it together the right way.
Like, you don't understand. This looked like the picture.
I mean, that's my job. That's my job.
It's so freaking beautiful. It's like, I know that's my daughter, but
How you gonna meet an artist and not have some of his work? So that's how
For
that
sure.
go.
I love that, man.
I'm done.
Stuff like that lasts for forever. Like
This picture,
You like it?
I love it.
I love it.
I'm not being dramatic. I'm blown away. I'm just, all right.
Man.
Take it away.
So, so in comparison to something like this, KAI CENAT,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Similar reactions, all right? He said, this is actually fire. Like, he looked at it, you can tell he was shocked, like, this is fire. One of the best reactions that I've ever seen. Knowing your work was legitimately received and appreciated by one of the biggest internet sensations. What was that moment like for you?
Man, it's shout out to Kai, by the way, too. It's a blessing just knowing that somebody of his magnitude would even give praise to me, because sometimes you wonder if you did a great job or if you at a certain level. So to see somebody who has had significant success in their career and stuff like that give a genuine reaction and response to something that you put your time and effort into and stuff like that, it's everything. So shout out to Kai for that, man. That was a blessing.
Bro, that was dope. So was that a piece that you just created on your own and said you wanted to get to him?
Yeah, I love how he his content that he creates and stuff like that. And I sent another. It was actually two pieces, but I can't talk about the other one right now. But The one was just because I see he opens the PO box stuff, and I know that
Oh,
it was
okay.
going. I knew he was going to be a little surprised because I've seen. I try to do stuff that sets me apart from other people. I knew that he usually get portraits of himself and stuff like that, but I'm like, nobody's highlighting like any accolades or anything that he's accomplished, like streamer of the year or the NBA games or anything like that. So I'm like, let me do something a little different that'll hit home. So that way it'll be more than just a picture of himself. So
Okay.
Do you know you don't have to try to set yourself apart?
I mean,
Like you
I
don't
feel
have
like I
to
do.
like
That's that dog
you
in him.
know.
That's that
That
dog
is literally
in him.
scripture.
Yeah.
It
God
gotta-
has called you and already set you apart. You don't have to try to set anything. You've already been set apart.
That's
period.
facts. I appreciate that. That's facts.
Like literally when God created you, he only created one of you. There's nobody else on this earth that has the same handprint, DNA or none of that outside of your kids. I'm just saying like as you've already been set apart. You don't have to try. That's why your work speaks for itself. I seen your pictures on Instagram, but to see it in person, like, do you know that you so dope?
I feel like it's always room for improvement. So I'm always just trying to be better.
Yeah, and
Bro.
but I appreciate that and I respect that because you know as a dog I'm gonna keep elaborating and keep reverting to that, man. It's you know with that approach, man, the sky is gonna be the limit, bro. And even having the mindset of okay, I see so he has a PO box that people can send stuff to.
Yeah.
Having a mindset that you have to where it's like okay, I see he has this. How can I put my tweak on it to where whenever he receives mines, it's going to set it all the way completely apart, man. That's special.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm glad it resonated well with him. I'm glad that's one of the biggest thing. Like I said, I love like the pieces I do for myself, but it's the pieces that I do for other people that mean the most.
If you could tell your younger self, like when you were first designing, like if you can give your younger self any advice or any encouragement or any of that, what would it be? Yeah. He's like, what? What would it be? Because you have grown, you have improved. So I'm asking you this question to see if you see your improvement. What would you say to your younger self, you know, when you first started designing or got into, you know, doing what you do? Any encouragement, anything. Just
The main thing that I would say to my younger self, I would just say, trust yourself. Trust your decision making yourself. Don't look to outside sources, or sometimes, you know, people try to do what's popular or you try to give people advice and stuff like that. But the only voice that really matters at the end of the day is your own. So trust your own voices, trust your own thoughts, your heart, your mind. Just listen to yourself and trust that.
That's crazy because before y'all walked up here, I was watching a video. Like literally, when the interview stopped, I'll show y'all. It was a lady pretty much saying, "Trust yourself," and like not being indecisive. Like just make a decision. Trust yourself. You know, once you start doing that more, you will begin to trust yourself more.
Definitely.
You know, rather than being
It becomes
indecisive.
second nature.
It becomes second nature. That's exactly what she said too. That's dope.
Yeah. So when he received that was a separate moment, right? And then when he shared it with Kevin Hart, that was a completely different moment, right?
He didn't even have to do that. So that was another blessing that I didn't even know was coming. So
and that's how we know it hit different because the fact that he's like, hold up. Now we got Kevin Hart here, so not only one of the biggest internet sensations as far as Twitch and on that side of things, the biggest comedian or entertainer that's possibly in the world right now. He felt the need to share with him out of all the things he didn't receive in his PO box.
Right.
That was dope, bro. I seen that in my ears. I mean, my smile went from one side to another because it's like, wow. And then, you know, Kevin Hart has little jokes because I guess that was what his 4 point. He had 4 points in the game or something like that.
Yeah.
But it was dope. It was pretty cool, man. What was that moment like for you to see Kevin Hart now see your work?
It was a lot of rewinded clips, man. I had to keep rewatching it just to kind of be in the moment of it. And it took a couple days of rewatching them clips just to kind of be like, yeah, this really happened. Like this is, he showed Kevin Hart the art, and it's like he didn't have to do that. So it was a blessing to me, and to see that my art was received well by KAI CENAT, and he was happy about it enough to show it off to his roommates and other guests and stuff like that. It mean everything. So
Yeah. I was gonna ask, it just went away from me though. Hold on. It was something about if you could like if you could design, I mean, you design all type of pieces, but where would you want to see your work? Like where? Like somewhere, where would it be? Like if I could see my work here, I would love that.
I'm still learning that every day. I want to see my artwork in museums. I want to have like my own gallery one day, like my own art showings and stuff like that, my own shows. So I think that's probably one of the biggest goals that I want to achieve is having my own art shows. So definitely. I don't know where else, like outside of myself, where I would want them to be seen. Magazines and stuff like that, of course. But I think the biggest one that would hit home for me is having the public or people being able to walk through a gallery of just a collection of pieces that I made. I think that'd be a big milestone for me.
So, the moments that you was able to make it to the news, how did that come about?
Oh man, that was so I did signed up for an event, the Pancakes and Booze art event, stuff like that, and they told us that it'd be a good idea to reach out and do like press releases and stuff like that. I reached out, and once the news people saw the kind of art that I was doing, they were full-fledged go. They gave me like 2 interviews, and they really put the fire behind like putting my work out there and stuff like that. So they definitely showed love and had me come out to the station and show my work. And what all they do? They had me come out to the station, and they came out to me to do like a public like piece on me, tell my story and stuff like that, and showcase my art. And they were talking about it at the station after they showcased my little video and stuff like that. So it was that was a blessing as well.
And to go back to the beginning of the episode, bro, all this has been within 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
You
Wow, bro.
it's going up for you.
I appreciate
100%.
that.
That's amazing, bro.
And you very humble. So
I feel like
God
I
can do
ain't
so much with that though.
job not finished. I still got a lot more I got to do. It's a lot more. This is just the stuff what people is seeing. The stuff that be in my head and the stuff that I got I got a board at home, stuff that I want to accomplish, and just for this year and even beyond that, it's a lot more to do. So
Do you tell stories? Like, okay, so like I know that you know, do your drawings and different things of that day, but do you have like a sequel, like of stories of like with your paintings where you can like you telling the actual story like as in a book?
I have not as far as a series of paintings yet. Usually with my paintings, I try to like convey what the subject of the painting is feeling. Like I feel like whenever you look at a piece, you have to receive, the viewer has to receive how that person or whatever it is was. You have to feel something from looking at the piece. So conveying emotion, that's definitely a big thing for me in every one of my pieces.
And we have a lot of young viewers that watch this episode, and I know some young ladies who paint. What would be your advice for them?
I would say find your niche, because there's so many different avenues with art and painting and drawing and stuff like that. For one, do what you love and have fun with it. That's the most important thing in itself. Do what you love, have fun with it. Share what you love to do with others. That way, you might be the one to inspire somebody else when they might like what you're doing. Because I paint, somebody might just be pencil and paper drawing and want to blow up in just that. So you might inspire somebody else to follow in your footsteps if you're doing just that. So do what you love, follow your dreams. Don't take no for an answer. Keep doing whatever you gotta do to get there.
Man, you know, as you said this a few times, so you must have been a hooper yourself, right? So as hoopers, bro, you know, you can have a game to where you go 5 for 20, or let's say 10 for 27, and you know, hit 5 free throws and still end up with, you know, by the numbers 27, and it might look good, but your stats really, you know, you missed 20 shots. It's an example. Keep following me. The game ends. With art, drawing a picture, it's like, is it any mess? And I can have 6 turnovers in this game.
I got you.
Is it any turnovers you can have while doing a piece like this?
Plenty turnovers, plenty timeouts you got to call, half times, all that. It's like
So it's straight, yeah.
all that. It's because it's a process. So it's gonna be moments where you you don't have it all figured out, or you got to take a break and get your mind right to be able to take those next steps, just like in basketball and stuff like that. So definitely.
Yeah, that's dope. Cause I'm just thinking as an artist again. I can't draw a word for a dime, man. I can't even probably draw I still don't know how to draw a heart, you know. But I can't see. I know it probably was a moment in this picture to where he was like, "Dang." I'm assuming maybe it was like, "Dang, I kind of messed up right there." I can't see it, but it's like, how do you overcome? I know you just kind of said it, but it's like, has there ever been a time to where you've got to a point to where it's like, I got to kind of start scratch all this and start all the way over?
I've had a couple pieces where I started all the way over with, but most of the time, that's where it just comes down to believing in yourself and the things that you've taught yourself to kind of move around those obstacles, because it is hard. And I do have moments where it's like, where do I go from here? Or I can't do this. But when you feel like you can't do it, you keep putting one foot in front of the other, and then eventually you'll figure it out. So that's what worked for me.
Yeah, that gym work.
So let me ask you this: by looking at that piece, when you got done with it, was you like,
man, it's like when I'm in mode, I'm working this tunnel vision. When I'm in mode, I'm just trying to make sure I check all the boxes in my head, and then when I step out the room, go get some water or something like that, and I come back in, I'll be like, gotta step out and walk back in again. And man, like I did that. So
would you ever be open to like teaching?
I would. I feel like probably more down the line though.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
I feel like I'm still.
When you more settled and you like,
I feel like I got people will ask me, of course, but I feel like I have a lot of knowledge to offer and stuff like that. But I feel like it's gonna be a time when it's time for that. So.
But I think it's dope that you really learned a lot by just doing, like, you know, your own research, doing your own thing. I think oftentimes, especially for the younger, I always like to talk to them because, you know, they need that hope and that push. They feel like they have to go a certain route when it's like you can teach yourself. And like you said, the main thing that you said two main things that I think is important is believing in yourself and trusting in yourself.
Yes,
and those
indeed.
two things got you a long way to even where you just creating these beautiful pieces. You believed in yourself and you trust in yourself. And like you said, it was some little minor hiccups here and there, but for the most part, you believed in yourself and you trust in yourself. And I think that that's important for anybody that's watching, just believing in yourself and trusting in yourself, because those two things are really hard to do.
Yes, it is. I was told in college before, it's like I talked to some of my professors about how I just want to like make money doing art, and they say like, oh, it ain't really too much money in that industry, or that's gonna be hard to do and stuff like that. And that kind of put a chip on my shoulder. It's like I feel differently about that. I feel like it's something I could do where I'm doing what I love and make money, make a living doing it as well. So don't listen to the haters or the naysayers or people who may not see your vision, because your vision is only for you. Everybody not gonna see it the way you do. So that's why it's important to just put one in front of the other and do it and make it happen for yourself. Even if you're not trying to prove somebody else wrong, prove yourself right. So
that's dope. And I think oftentimes, because you want to make money from it, and of course eventually it'll get to the point where you making buku or whatever the case may be, but the main thing is you doing what you love and you happy with it. You know what I'm saying? The money gonna
come if you're doing what you love.
We living in a world where everybody feel like you gotta be, you know, have $15 million. I mean, you know, we all want money, but I'm saying like that's the level of, but it's like the main thing that you've been saying is that I love what I do. I'm in my zone. This is therapy for me. I actually enjoy doing this. And I think that's the part that we need to be focusing on when we're trying to do whatever it is in life. If it's something that you love to do, don't worry about the money will come. Just worry about walking in purpose and, you know, fulfilling, you know, all the things that you expired and desired to do and have, you know. So I think that's dope. Like you said, he told you that, but it's like, okay, I can still do whatever I want to do.
Yes. It's like you can't listen to what nobody else got to say. You have to do what's set out, what God has and planned for you. It ain't if somebody else don't understand it, F them.
Yeah.
That's true.
For sure.
There's a lot of different ways to that God will give you the creativity to do stuff. Like even just as simple as, okay, he said you might, you ain't gonna, I'm just saying what he said. Like, okay, it ain't that much money in it, but it's like you got so good that you could, if you want to one day, be like, you can host sipping paints, you can host, you can have
I actually do.
See?
I actually do. I host sipping paints and stuff already, and it's like it's fun, it's nice, it's an environment where everybody can learn and have fun and stuff like that. So. And the one thing I learned how to do doing art, it branches off into a multitude of different things. So still doing what you love, but you can make multiple streams of income from just that one thing that you set out to do. So
see, that's what I'm saying. So it's like it's all about being creative and finding ways and avenues to do what you want to do, because that's something, it's just ways to do things. So yeah,
for sure. I mean, I guess you didn't kind of answer this a few times, man. I'm sure it's probably a lot of different pieces you can say, but perfection, detail, something like this, a word people don't really throw around lightly. After working on your art, has there ever been a piece that you looked at after and knew it was a 5 stars, 10 out of 10, perfected from top to bottom?
After I get out of grind mode, definitely, it's like I'll be proud of the pieces that I make, definitely. But it's something about like when I'm first in there doing it, I can't see it. I gotta like step away, get out of that mode. It's like how somebody get into a fight and they got rage, they see red or whatever. That's all. You can't talk them out of nothing or whatever right then. When I'm doing my art, I can't worry about how good it look or nothing. Nothing like that until I step away, calm down for a minute, get out of that zone, then I come back. Like it's like having two sides to you, kind of. It's like the not alter ego, but it's like not the different personalities or whatever, but it's like having just two sides. So that artist side, it'd be different.
They're locked in.
I could see it. That's why I'm trying to get into the mind of an artist, because I just don't get that.
I'm fine. I mean, it resonates with me because when I just hear you talk, it takes me back to basketball. I ain't never talk about basketball as much as on the episode, but
you got another hooper on today's.
I know that feeling of being locked in and being in that zone and being, having them times to where it's like you playing in front of this big crowd, but you don't hear nobody. You know what I'm saying? You just going. You just going. You don't hear nothing else. You don't hear the crowd. You don't hear the boos, the oohs. It's just you just in that moment. So to hear you saying this, bro, it just take me back to the moments for me.
What put you in that mode is the time you put in behind closed doors that put you in that mode when you're in front of all them people, or when it's time to perform. You done did it 100 times by yourself, so it's another day at the park when you under pressure or whatever.
Yeah. So when it comes to growth, I think you kind of asked this a little earlier, but if you could be anywhere you wanted to be in 5 years from now due to your dedication of your artwork, where would it be?
Man, in 5 years, I would say I want to be one of the biggest to ever do it. Even now, that's my goals and stuff now. So in 5 years from now, I definitely want to be like, I want to leave a mark in the industry that I'm in, because I never even knew that I would be in the industry or the job that I'm in right now. So I definitely have got the desire to be one of the biggest to do it. So I think ultimately that would be something that would be big for me.
For sure, bro. And I'm thankful because what's this, May 31st, 2024, man. May 31st, 2029, bro. I'm gonna look back on this episode and then you gonna be somewhere, in Jamaica hosting a whole art show. I'm gonna be like, man, we got to sit down with that guy, man.
Why you gotta go to Jamaica?
That's just my favorite place.
Jamaica.
Yeah,
like,
but
you guys been to Jamaica?
Twice. And if we could go again, he want to go again every time we can vacate.
That's dope, man. He found his second home. He found his.
He like,
they resonate with him.
We'll be there. So May 31st, 2029, we'll be there with you. All right, supporting.
Definitely,
definitely, man.
Gotta be.
I'm excited, bro, because I just see it. The dedication, the hard work, the humbleness that you spoke on. Your perseverance, who you are as a person, as a husband, as a father. Man, you a good individual, you know, and we done sat down for this time period, and from our conversations back and forth, you know, I can tell that God got his, you know, his hand on you, bro. And
For
it's
sure.
it's a blessing to be in your spirit, bro, because you know, I can only imagine. I like I'm just saying I'm not, what is it when you can speak when you know what's going on with people?
What, like
The
just
the gift that you said you can have when you can
discernment?
discernment or whatever, I could just tell, you know, I'm not saying that God told me that you're gonna be, but I'm telling you, bro, God then told me that he let me know now that you're gonna be doing some great things here soon, bro. So it's just been an honor to even sit here with you.
I
for sure.
appreciate that, man. Real recognize real. I
Yeah.
feel the same way about y'all, man. Y'all be doing a great job with what y'all do. I definitely became a fan before I even met you guys. So it's like being able to be in front of you guys and see myself on YouTube and stuff like that. I'm excited. So
For sure. I mean, can I ask though? I just ask you a question. So how did you get hip to the, you know, neighborhood politics?
I think I followed you guys through Instagram.
Okay.
And I think I saw like the little clips and stuff like that from when you guys first started, and I started tuning in. I'm like, okay, they got some good content. And I like the topics that they covering and stuff like that. So I just kind of stayed locked in since then.
That's
Sure,
what's up.
bro.
My
Appreciate
favorite
it.
episode, I think it got to be when you guys was wearing the black hoodies. I think it was the college hoodies.
Support Black college,
Yeah. I think that I watched that from beginning to end, and I was like, that's the one right there.
Appreciate
That's the
that,
one-
bro.
That's the
Appreciate
one that got a lot of like traction towards it because this cat always doing something.
Nah, y'all do a great job. Y'all do great at what y'all do, and I feel like y'all platform and stuff is gonna keep excelling as well and keep climbing beyond where it's at even now. So
We receive it.
y'all keep up the great work and keep doing the great things y'all doing as well. Because I'm
sure,
definitely,
bro. Appreciate
I'll always
that.
be a fan.
Okay, I think I got 2 more questions. Then I'm done. I promise. So, one, I wanted to ask, like, who poured into you, like, in your younger years, to, you know, when it came to you doing your art or just whatever it was that you was doing in life, like basketball, school, like, who poured into you? Was like mom, dad, sister, like, who poured into you to, you know, to even like, because somebody had to pour into you for you to even get to this point before your wife and things like that.
I gotta give that crown to my grandma.
Okay.
She raised me. She always supported any dreams that I had and stuff like that. So even through like rough stages of just doing sports or doing art and stuff like that, she's always been in my corner. So hats off to Granny for that. Shout out to Granny.
For sure.
Yeah, that's what's up.
absolutely. Ain't nothing like Granny, for sure.
And then I forgot my second question because I think it was it's gonna come back to me. Maybe not. Maybe it's not meant for me to ask. It wasn't nothing bad or anything. It was that, and then I think it was I forgot it, but it was there.
Okay. Well, bruh, I think, you know, I think we can wrap that up then as far as, you know, this, man. I'm just, again, thankful to have had this opportunity to sit here with you. Thankful for this piece. Thank you for the surprise. You know, like I said, I've been eager, bro. I was waiting. I didn't want to see it early. I wanted to sit here and wait.
I feel it.
Wanted to surprise her. We gonna go to the crib and pit that up. I
I'm
don't
just
know where
like,
we gonna put it.
I'm done. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really done. Like, I love it so much. It's so beautiful,
Yeah.
and it really looks like my daughter.
I'm glad you guys like it, and then it's just like it's timeless. It'll be there when she's older, or
It's just I mean, for real, I was not expecting this. I mean, I wasn't expecting nothing, you know. So to even just get something, and it's like this is something she gonna be able to look back on even when she get older, and it's just so beautiful, literally. And I'm not just saying that; it's so beautiful. I mean, it really is. But I'm so honored
So I don't know if we gonna get it to where the camera can zoom in on this one, but you know, y'all, this is, you know, we can see that.
How you know if you get to the camera?
This one
with
right.
zoom in?
You know, all the kids be like, man, why you hold your iPhone like that? So I don't know if I'm doing it right, but this is the picture right here. And then that's the finishing product. So
That's not doing no justice. We gonna figure
all right,
it out.
let me do it this way.
Thank you, Riz.
I'm gonna get closer.
Where you? Sit down,
That's the
dude.
finishing product. But
I'm happy to see what God's gonna do in y'all's life, and thank you for just being such an amazing wife to him. And I could tell that you are because of how he is. You know, you could just tell by his presence and everything. I really bless you as well. I'm sorry his wife is over here, so. No, for real, that's dope. I'm proud of you, and I can't wait to see what you're gonna do. I'm really proud of you, though, and I like
Thank
your
you,
spirit.
guys.
Is very humble, and I know that God is gonna really do some things with you. So I appreciate you for even tuning in, tapping into us. That blesses us. It feels good to even know that somebody's listening. You know, so that's dope.
I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
appreciate it.
All right, so what we're gonna do is drop his information into our bios. We're gonna tag him on Instagram. Make sure that y'all inbox, make sure that y'all follow, like, support, do all the things. Because as y'all can see, the work speaks for itself. And if you can't see this, if you see it in person, you need to get you a piece and then you will see what we see. Okay, that's what we'll say. So yes, we're gonna go ahead and drop all your information on the YouTube and on Instagram and on Facebook. So thank you so much.
Appreciate that. I appreciate
sure.
you guys for having me.
For sure, bro.
All right.
Appreciate it.
And we out.